fortunate walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Panthers going up against the Rams. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And this offense certainly hoping that a veteran wide receiver in Britt can set the tone here in this one.
And we've seen better maturity out of him as his career has gone on, but no lack of speed. He can still get deep and hurt a defense.
On second down, here's Goff. And a catch made by Kenny Britt. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Completes it right side to Britt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down throw. Gone. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
Startulele is a former first-round pick who's starting to round into form, becoming one of the better run stoppers in the league.
Throwing again is gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
They come out here in the eye. The first carry for the rookie from Georgia. It's Keith Marshall. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more body.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball, because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
This is Marshall. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
And the back goes into motion. They'll try the air now with Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Goff now on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Goff now looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Here's Ginn. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now Newton on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. 3rd down and 8 now.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So on now is the All-Pro punter from 2015 out of Oregon State, Johnny Hecker, to kick it away. Back deep for the Panthers, Ted Ginn. And he's out of bounds, up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Yards to gain here on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. And the wideout in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
This will be fielded at the 17. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but we'll see.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And his throw is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd down. get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
They'll try to run it in with Marshall. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Keith Marshall, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here we go now.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. Turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking of future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Marshall, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run with Marshall. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. They'll send Ginn in motion left. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ed Dixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I'm still astounded by the recovery of Todd Gurley from the knee injury at Georgia to Offensive Rookie of the Year in his first season.
Yeah, over 1,100 yards, and now, they drafted the rookie, Jared Goff. Kind of see him as their future, but so much of the focus has to be on Gurley this year, doesn't it?
And the future becomes now if Todd Gurley keeps running the football the way that we've seen him run it in the past, because that will make it easier to break in a rookie quarterback.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Goff now looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Here's Goff. He's got his man on the crossing route. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Throwing again is gone. Over the middle, Cooper with it. They had a pretty nifty hurdle, but couldn't do much else as he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now gone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The final shot before break here. Goff. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And it is incomplete. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustment.
And now the rookie's free. He's at the 50, 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Keith Marshall, 85 yards. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now gone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Throwing on third. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the... And my goodness, another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Shift together here from the D-line. And here's Marshall. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Before a running back, that kind of encompasses everything right there. Terrific run, but he almost gets it to the end zone. Remember, almost. Didn't quite get there. Most running backs.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Keith Marshall with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Goff now on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a loss.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first and goal, Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw on second down is gone. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. Third down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Panthers coming out now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, give the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never end. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Roughing the pass here, but, Charles, that's a good call. These days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
All right, now, look. Kill. All right, here we go.
Now a first down throw, gone. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Throwing again is gone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kenny Britt, his third touchdown now on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen. his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll be a Los Angeles first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Gurley again here on first down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Austin's got it left side. Tavon Austin. He's going to go. Touchdown, L.A. Tavon Austin. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams do gain a bit of respectability. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They come out here in the eye. Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. And quickly they get to the line. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Here's Newton now on second down. Benjamin with it over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And they're going to speed things up here. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits, and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they wanted to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the play clock's running down. Now it's gone. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drop.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come
down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Keith Marshall with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Goff now looks to throw. He finds his man. It's Austin. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back, and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Play clock winding down. Throwing again is gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. The one running back is Gurley. Goff now to throw. Austin's got it left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it. All those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. Room here to run. Cuts it out to the sideline. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry.
You can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
First half at a very solid 6-2, and they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for L.A., they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5, and they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.